Did you create rules inside Asana now, but wondering how you can use them to on old tasks or projects that you have already created inside your Asana account? If yes, then please watch this video till the end, because in this video I'm going to quickly share how you can achieve this. Asana rules are a way to automate and streamline your processes inside Asana, or maybe if you have any integrations like with your calendar or anything, you can definitely automate and streamline your processes as well through Asana rules. I'm not gonna deep dive or cover what are Asana rules and uh, how you can use them and all, because the this is not a detailed video on Asana rules or basics like that. I'm just going to cover only the one aspect, is how you can run new rules that you created recently on old tasks and apply them there. Generally, whenever you create a rule, it automatically applies to the conditions whichever happen after the rule is created. But there is a way you can apply the old rules that you created recently to old projects or tasks. So let me guide you how you can do this. First, go to customize option, and then you will find rules section. Obviously you should know this if you are watching this video. I'm not gonna cover rules basics as such. So just click on add. Now, instead of you might have created something like whenever task is moved to a section, or when a task is added to this project or something like that, you might have tried all these options, because this is generally where people start to automate stuff. But there is an option called rule is run manually. So basically, a trigger in a rule is just when this rule should run. So whenever this particular event happens or something like that happens, this particular rule runs inside Asana and automates whatever the job that you assigned it, whatever the action that you wanted to take. For example, moving to a project or removing the task from project, etc. So you can achieve this when you have a specific trigger. I think you must have already tried this approach, like where you say where you have added approval status is changed, or publishing date is changed, or something like that. Whenever you might have created a rule some way with a different trigger, but there is an option called rule is run manually. When you set this, you have the ability to run the rule manually for an even for old task or something like that that you already have inside your Asana account, uh, even before this particular rule is created. So let me quickly share you how you can do this. So now I'm just gonna close this dialog, this card changes. So as you can see here, I have created a particular, I did not create any task here. Okay, so I'm just creating a task named create image for this tutorial. Let's say this. Create thumbnail image for this Asana tutorial. So this is a task I have already created. So now once this task gets completed, you mark them as completed. Let's assume that you have already marked it as completed. Now I need approval from client saying that this image is ready, and you want to send it, maybe your account manager sends it or something like that, right? So now once this task is completed, I want to send it to approval, and I want to assign to a person and all that. So instead of moving this manually here, so I have already created another section named send to client for approval. So as you can see here, there is a thunderbolt symbol here, so that you can identify that there is a rule applying for this particular section. So this is the way you can understand that a particular rule is being applied for this section. So I already created a rule named when a rule is run manually. So I already shown you that there is a rule is run manually, right? There is a trigger called rule is run manually. So I've given it a name like client approval. So basically I'm telling that we need to take client approval, and when that approval when the image is ready, I just need to run this rule, and then I will send it to particular section like send to client for approval. And I'm changing the I'm assigning it to myself. The task is being assigned to myself, and then I'm changing the task title to take client approval for task name. So basically whatever the task name is here, create thumbnail image for this Asana tutorial, there will be another rename this title, task title, and it will get added there. So let me show you. Even if there is an old task that you already create, this is the same process. You just go here, click on add, create a custom rule, and when is run rule is run manually, label it properly so that you know what is the purpose of the rule. So once you create such a rule there, I already created one which has a name of client approval. So when I just click on this, I just need to click on right click and click on run a rule. So now once you click on this run a rule, there is an option called client approval. Can you see this? So once I click on this run a rule, it will obviously show if I have multiple rules in this account, it will obviously show me all those rules. But I just click, I want to apply, take to this thumbnail image for approval. So I just clicked on create rule. As you can see, running one rule is happening. The rule has ran. Now as you can see here, the task name has changed. Take client approval. So instead of just saying create thumbnail image for this, it has changed the title to take client approval for create thumbnail image, and it automatically assigned to me. And you can put a due date if you want. uh, Via rules, you can set different things, like I have assigned it myself. I have then assigned the task to myself. So but you can definitely do a lot of stuff if you are already building rules, so obviously you should be aware of all these things. So I'm not going to cover that. I'm just telling you how you can apply a rule on any existing task that is already created even before the creation of rules. So I think this will work out for you as well. So let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye.